God bless you.
I could
Uh,
come.
yes. You have to come and see me next week. All right? And David will fix an appointment when he is also free and you are also free. All right? May God bless you. Who is coughing? Still. All right. Come forward. I think you're very far away. This year, we won't be having, I think, public programs in UK because also there are certain circumstances. Whenever there is a circumstance which somehow or other changes our programs, we must immediately know that there is a purpose behind all that change, and we must immediately accept it with an open heart. That divine wants us to change. Supposing I'm going on a road and people say, "You are lost your way, mother." It's all right. I'm never lost because I'm with myself. But I had to go by that particular road, is the point. I had to do it. And that's why I have supposed to be not on that road and I have lost my way. If you have that kind of a understanding, and if you have that satisfaction in your heart, then you'll find life is worth much more than what you think it to be. Now, as it is, what was the reason I thought that we have decided to have public programs? This year, definitely, we could not have public programs. So, the reason is that we have to consolidate. In the growth of a tree, which is a living tree, it happens that it moves in a particular direction up to a point till it has to change because there is no sun coming that side. Maybe there is no water levels arriving. So they start changing. In the same way, one has to understand that we are in the hands of the divine. And if some plans are changed, it is reflecting back on us and we have to see why. And the why of it is that we have to consolidate. Consolidation of Sahajogis is very important. The first thing to consolidate yourself, you must do introspection. You must do introspection, is to reflect the light within and see for yourself. What have you done so far in Sahaja Yoga? Where were you? How far you have gone, and how far you have to go? What is the thing that is lacking in you? You will be surprised when you start seeing yourself in a very unbiased manner, not justifying yourself. Do not blaming any bhoots, or need not blame any badhas within you or somebody else. If you start yourself, what has gone wrong with you that you could not consolidate yourself properly, you'll be amazed that there has been problems still lingering on, which must be corrected. Now these problems you can see very clearly. In the light of the Spirit, you can see them very clearly that this has gone wrong with me. One of the most interesting things I have noticed is that Sahaja Yoga is all the time covered with some sort of a Maya. And this Maya is ignorance, complete ignorance sometimes partially. Now, when you get into Sahaja Yoga, you get blessed. You get blessed, maybe your family gets blessed, you children get blessed, you get some sort of a blessing for your physical being, also for financial, you get jobs, you get money, you get something exceptional, which is really miraculous. Now people get very much lost in those achievements and start drifting, thinking that, oh, this is the blessing we have got now. We don't have to do anything anymore. That you have been rewarded sufficiently for whatever you have done so far. That's not so. It's just a sort of a support to you comes so that your faith should be fully established in Sahaja Yoga. And especially you should know me, what I am. But if you go on still drifting, then maybe some of these blessings may turn out to be curses. And you might feel that what a curse it has fallen upon us and how it has gone in the wrong way. For some people it takes time to feel, to get to the feel of the blessings. For example, mostly according to the modern ideas, we think that to get more money is the biggest blessing. So many get that also. But actually it is not. To get your peace within, to get to your witness state, and to feel your vibrations all right, and to be in the center all the time ascending is the real blessing. Because with that, you get everything else. The completion is only possible when you have the complete joy bubbling within yourself. After all, everything is just a means to achieve joy, to feel the joy. It is not the end. If it was, those people who have money, those people who have good health, those people who have all the success so-called with them, they should have been happy and peaceful. But they are not. They are suffering. They are suffering too much. And they are, in a way, destroying themselves day by day because they hate their lives. They can't bear it. They cannot understand why they are on this earth. So all these blessings that come to you, all these changes that come to you, all these new venues that open to you, one has to know that it is for your benevolence. Everything for your benevolence, and your benevolence is your ascent. Nothing else but your ascent. The rest of it is all useless and fruitless. Once you understand that this is what you have to achieve in life, that is what you have to enjoy, then it works out. But in Sahaja Yoga, as you see, it's compassion and love. It is not so much restrictions. You are left to yourself to develop yourself. It's your spirit which has to guide you. There's no coaxing or correction going on all the time. But it is left to you to understand yourself, to see for yourself, and work it out. But one of the criteria should be that what have I done for Sahaja Yoga? Or what have I done for Mother? These two things are very important to understand. Whatever small thing I could do for Sahaja Yoga is important, because if you are intelligent, you can see that this is the greatest thing you have to do, is to work for God. This is the most important thing so far human beings have indulged into. Is the highest type of enterprise that human beings have ever had a chance to indulge into. And what a chance it is to you. You may say that, Mother, we are mediocres, we are no good, we are useless, but you are chosen. You are the one chosen, so there must be something about you. You might not have seen that part within yourself which is going to work out this great work of God. So you have to locate and find out, why am I selected for Sahaja Yoga? What can I do in Sahaja Yoga? What can I work it out in Sahaja Yoga? This should be a constant reminder to you that I have been chosen for Sahaja Yoga. I want to take full advantage of Sahaja Yoga. Supposing somebody doesn't have money, he expects that Sahaja Yoga should give money. Must give jobs, must give this, must give that, must have children, must give good health, all that. Expectations are all right. But what have I done for Sahaja Yoga? This is another point of introspection. Very important to see that we have to do something for Sahaja Yoga. It's not money, it's not work, it's not thinking, it's not any kind of a support. But one of them, the most important thing is how many people you have given realization to. You have to count how many people you have been able to give realization to. How many people you have talked about Sahaja Yoga. You may think that you give realization to some people, they come, they disappear. Doesn't matter. They will ultimately come to you. Today, you try on some, they'll be lost. Again tomorrow. You have to relentlessly work for it. As you know, I've worked very hard in UK. My coming to UK itself was all predetermined. There was a need for me to come here to make the heart work better. But heart is lethargic, you know that. And lethargic heart gets all kinds of problems. But all these years I've been working. Every year, whatever time I could give for Sahaja Yogis, for their problems, for Sahaja Yoga, for their minutest problem, for any kind of help they needed. Every sort I have tried to work it out. Directly, indirectly, you are all blessed. Still, what about you people who are now yogis? You are saints. You must see a photograph that I have, very interesting photograph, where you are all certified saints. Have you seen that photograph? Not yet? You better see it. Let's have it. The photograph is in my box, I think, yes. You are all certified saints. by the divine, not by any cardinal or by any pope. So, what are all these saints doing? One saint which is certified by pope, who is artificially certified, is such a big thing, What about you who have been certified by God Almighty? You are still busy with your work, you are still busy with your little things, you are still busy with your small lives and small families. For a saint, it said in Sanskrit, Udara Charitanam Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. For a person who is of a generous nature, means a person who is a saint, the whole world is his own family. Are you still only worried about your own family? Then you are not yet aware of your saintliness. And a saint doesn't only worry about his own wife, about his own child, about his own house. He worries about the whole world. Now, as Sahajogis, you are a powerful entities. You are very powerful people. We have got problems in the whole world. You know that very well. It's not necessary you have to be great intellectuals or you have to be people who are some sort of politicians or something. But you must be on the lookout for the problems which are troubling this world. You have to be. You cannot live in your own world that you are a saint now, I am in Niranand. That's not possible. You can't just be in Niranand. You have to know that you have to live in this world. And you have to know all the problems of this world. And you have to think about them, not only your problems, that mother, how will I be able to do this and how will I be able to do that? But you have to worry about the whole world. You have to think what's happening in the world. What are the problems of the world? You are responsible for that. Not only that, but you have to pray. In your prayers, you have to say, Mother, solve this problem. Collectively, individually, you have to take your attention from yourself, from your smaller life, to a much wider thing. Then you are a saint. And you have to think that it is your duty to ask for divine help. That all these problems should be solved. This is your job for which you are selected. Your asking is going to work out because, as you know, I am desireless. You have to desire for it. Whatever you desire will work out. The protection, the affection, the compassion of Mother is with you. But you have to look after this world and show the concern that you have. Not to live with a very limited areas and with a very limited ways. Like now the British think, British are here, all right. UK problems are our problems. No. Your problems extend to all the places wherever there is Sahaja Yoga. And you have to worry about all of them. Now we are having, say, problems in Australia. And there's somebody who is very troublesome. So you have to see to it that, thank you, you have to see to it that you beat that person with shoes and put that right. Your leader has to tell you whom to beat with the shoes. And work it out. Whether it is in Australia, whether it is in America, whether it is in India, anywhere, you see that there's a problem on Sahaja Yoga, there's an assault on Sahaja Yoga, all of you should put your attention to it and work it out. Then there are general problems, as you see. See, we see that America is now becoming idiotic, or whatever you may say. So you have to put your attention to America. You have to stretch your attention outside, not inside. Just worried about yourself, about your family, about your house, about your children. As soon as you spread your attention outside, your problems are solved in the house. In the smaller circle their salt. You have to pay attention outside. Now, these days there are televisions, where first we had said don't see any televisions, because there was no use saying television by Saj Yogis. When they saw the television, they only got caught up. But now, there are important things that are happening which you can see for yourself. You can scan it out, what are the world problems, and you can see for yourself where you have to put your attention. You should become aware of your personality. It's not a personality that can be completely involved into a very small area. Your personality such should get involved into all the problems of the universe, all the problems there are, and you'll be amazed that everything can work out in a very collective way. And at this stage, when you can see for yourself now, all the Saj Yogis have got vibrations on top of their heads. Would like to have a look, all of you? Just see, all of you, sitting in Ganpati. So stretch out your vibrations, stretch out your attentions, and you'll be amazed that all other stupid problems that you have will be finished. Now have a look. Let the children see first of all. Just see. You all have vibrations on top of your head. Please pick up the child which is crying. You see, just. What's the matter? She's tired, I think. All right, sit down. Sit down, sit down. Come along, sit down. Turn round. Hello, Stunya. Please put your face this side. Hello? Sit down. No. Sit down, all of you. Be sensible. Let them grow, I tell you. I'm just waiting for them to grow. So the attitude towards ourselves should be to be aware of our own glory, of our own position, to know that we are saints, that we have reached a stage where we are at the highest. And that now we have become the light and we have to give light to others. If you see in the Bible, Christ has said something which is very important, that you don't put the light under the table. That's what it is. You have to put the light on a pedestal. And that's what it is, that you have to put your light on the citadel, at a very highest point, to give light to others. And this is working both ways. If you start understanding what you are, what you have to be aware of, what is your situation, what is your powers, what you have achieved in Sahaja Yoga, what is the debt you have towards Sahaja Yoga, and what you have to give for Sahaja Yoga. How Sahaja Yoga has made you so capable, so good, so nice. Are you righteous enough? Are you behaving properly? Are you doing all the rightful things which are necessary? Because it is only you who can do it. You are the people with a very, very special energies and special contacts with the spiritual life, And if you start behaving like all other mundane, nonsensical people, limiting yourself to a family, your children, your nonsensical uh, previous lives, you'll be lost. Lost to yourself and lost to everyone. The problems are much more than what you know about. That is the understanding you have to reach, that Mother has made us yogis. We are saints. And we have to show to the world the right path. She has told us that we are the light. And we have to show to people which way to go, how to go further. Instead of that, everybody seems to be a problem, seems to be in a very small little whirlpool going round and round and round. How can that be? I've told you many times, look at these false gurus. They have no vibrations, they don't know anything about Kundalini, nothing about Sahaja Yoga. But how much they are doing? While what are we doing? We are struggling still with ourselves and with our problems, with our own ideas, with our very small-mindedness and chicken-heartedness. Now it is for you to understand. It is for you to decide about yourself. It is your own desire, it is your own bigness, your own magnanimity which has to come forward. To see for yourself what you are capable of, what you can do. It's very easy for people to say that, oh Mother, it's too much, I can't do anything about it. Or somebody to say that, Mother, I'm busy with my family. Or somebody to say, I'm busy with my children. You have come to Sahaja Yoga for that. I have given you realization for that. All these blessings have come to you for that. So the consolidation that you have to do is very important. You can see it clearly. That's why we could not have any public programs, because we really need consolidation in UK. Though I have lived in UK for so many years, people take me for granted here. Because I am here, because I am staying here, they think if we go to the airport, finished. We have done all the Hajj, everything. We've been to the airport, we've seen Mother, finished. What's the use of seeing me? What have I given you? Is your light spreading? How many people have got realization from you? Just find out how many people have learned Sahaja Yoga from you. All from your lives, all from your wisdom, all from your behavior. That is the way. That is the criteria. It's not that, all right, I have sent Mother her money for her travel. That's not sufficient. At my age, from India, if you see any lady at my age, she walks with a stick. She can't climb even one step. Indian women can't because of the heat that they have. But I'm traveling, you know how much I'm traveling, how much I'm doing. What about my family? I deprive them of my company. I deprive my husband of my company. Everybody is just without me. I'm traveling every day. You know that very well. And I'm working so very hard. Sometimes I sleep at 2 o'clock, sometimes at 3 o'clock. This time Harsh was with me. And I saw him, he was fagged out. So I was saying, you people do only relay race. I am in Australia, all right. Australians are working. I am in Austria, then Austrians are working. Then they are having a nice time there. I am in UK, all right. Little bit in UK, little work done. Then they all sit down nicely, enjoy. What about me? I am having a marathon. In the same way you have to feel. After all, what is my gain in it? What do I gain out of it? I gain something. I have brought my children back to normal conditions. I have taken them to the kingdom of God. You have to do the same. You have to take them to the kingdom of God. But if you yourself are involved into your own mires, you'll be every day going down and down and down and down. I may shout, I may say anything, it will not go into your heads. It will never click with you. You'll be all stranded wherever you are because you don't want to say. For that, I would say you have one advantage, especially in UK. You are all very intelligent people. You have intelligence, no doubt. You are not idiots like Americans. You are intelligent. This intelligence became cunningness once upon a time. And now you are tired of your cunning. Indians have learned the cunning from you. They have become really very cunning. But you are tired of your cunningness, so now you are tired, fed up, fagged out, and lethargic. But with your intelligence, you can understand that this is such an important work our mother is doing. You'll go down in the history. Every word you say, everything you say, every way you behave, everything is going to go down in the history. Not how many children you produced or what sort of a wife you have, but what you did for such. Remember that. History is going to record everything, whatever you have done, and whatever you have achieved in such. It's not showing off. It's not just demonstration. It's not talking big. It's nothing of the kind. It's actually, really, totally, what you have achieved is the point, will be recorded. At least God knows hypocrisy and God knows bombastic temperaments. It's God who knows where you are and what you are up to. You cannot befool God. One thing you must realize. But when you are befooling God, you are befooling yourself, your spirit, your realization, your own ascent. So we have to be careful. As a mother, I would say, try to be introspecting yourself very carefully. What have we done for Sahaja Yoga? What have we done for other people who are drifting? What have been our behavior towards other Sahaja Yogis? How much peace and love and compassion we have given to others? How much understanding and tolerance we have shown to others? If somebody gets here a little more money, he becomes so bombastic, he becomes so aggressive, he becomes so rude. I can't believe it. How can money lure you into these vices? You are not ordinary people. You are the saints whose feet were washed by the river Ganges. Try to understand your glory. Try to understand your own powers, your own position as saintly people, Sahaja Yogis, which are above all the saints because you know how to give realization. You know everything about Kundalini. You know everything about realization. How many people knew about it? Otherwise, I'll start thinking I've given all this knowledge to some bunch of fools who do not know what is the value. As Christ has said, don't throw pearls before the swines. I don't think I've done that mistake. I cannot believe I have done that mistake that I have thrown pearls before swines. I have not done it. But it is for you to decide where you stand in what category. It is so obvious that it's a very precarious time we are passing through. It's very important we have to fight it out. It's much more than any wars you have fought. It's much more than any struggle human beings ever had. It's such a horrible world that is being created and we have to transform it. It's a tremendous task. For that, you have to work out in a very sincere and innate manner. And I'm sure One day will come that in the history of this world, Sahaja Yogis will have their names written with golden letters. I'm sure this will work out. I'm sure this has to work out, and that you all have to achieve it. Collectively, with one mind, with one heart, what should I sacrifice? What should I do? How should I help? What is my contribution? I wish I could see those days in my lifetime. So today is the day when we have to introspect. So should we go into meditation, all of us? Please close your eyes. All of you close your eyes. Now we all will do the meditation the way we have been doing in the halls wherever we had public programs. So the first you have to put your hand on your heart. We'll work on the left hand side and the left hand towards me. Now, first of all, you put your hand on your heart. In the heart resides Shiva, is the spirit. So, you have to thank your spirit that it has brought light to your attention. Because you are a saint, and the light that has come in your heart has to enlighten the whole world. So please, now in your heart, you pray that let this light of my love of the divine spread to the whole world. With all sincerity and understanding that you are connected with the divine and whatever you desire will happen. With full confidence in yourself. Now put your right hand in the upper part of your abdomen, on the left hand side, on the upper part of your stomach, on the left hand side. And now here is the center of your dharma. Here you have to pray that let Vishwa Nirmal Dharma spread in the whole world. Let people see the light through our dharmic life, through our righteousness. Let people see them and accept the Vishwa Nirmal Dharma by which they get enlightenment and a benevolent higher life and a desire to ascend. Now, take your right hand in the lower portion of your abdomen, of the stomach, on the left hand side. Press it. Now, this is the center of pure knowledge. Here, you have to say as Sahaja Yogis that our mother has given us the full idea how the divine works. She has given us all the mantras and all the pure knowledge that we could bear and understand. Let me fully be knowledgeable about that. All of us. I have seen if the man is a leader, the wife doesn't know a word about Sahaja Yoga. If the woman knows about Sahaja Yoga, the husband doesn't know anything about it. Let me be proficient and an expert in this knowledge. So that I can give realization to people, make them understand what is divine law, what is Kundalini, and what are the chakras. Let my attention be more on Sahaja Yoga than all these mundane things. Now put your right hand in the upper part of your abdomen. Close your eyes. Now here, on the left hand side, press it. Now here, Mother has given me the spirit, and I have my own Guru, which is the spirit. I am master of my own. Let there be no abandonment. Let there be dignity in my character. Let there be generosity in my behavior. Let there be compassion and love for other Sahajogis. Let me not show off, but have a deep, deep knowledge about God's love and His doings. So that when people come to me, I should be able to tell them about Sahaja Yoga and give them this great knowledge with humility and love. Now raise your right hand on your heart. Here you have to thank God that you have felt the ocean of joy and you have felt the ocean of forgiveness. And the capacity to forgive as our mother has, which we have seen is so tremendous. Let my heart expand and encompass the whole universe. And my love should resound the name of God. The heart every moment should express the beauty of God's love. Take your now right hand in the Vishuddhi, that is on the left Vishuddhi, between the neck and the shoulder in the corner. I will not indulge into the falsehood of guilt, because I know it is falsehood. I will not escape my faults, but face them and eradicate them. I will not try to find faults with others, but in my own knowledge of Sahaja Yoga, let me remove their faults. We have so many ways secretly we can remove the faults of others. Let my collectivity become so great that the whole Sahaja Yoga race is my own family, my own children, my home, my everything. Let me get that feeling completely, innately built within myself that I am a part and parcel of the whole, because we all have one mother. And let my concern go to the whole world to know what are their problems and how can, through my true desire, power, solve that. Let me feel the problems of the world in my heart and innately to remove all of them from the basis of which they are, from the basis from which they are generated. Let me go to the principles of all these problems and try to remove them through my Sahaja Yoga powers, through my saintly powers. Now put your right hand on your forehead across. Now here you have to say, first of all, I have to forgive all those who have not come in Sahaja Yoga. Those who are on the periphery, who come and go, who jump in and jump out. But First of all and foremost, I have to forgive all the Sahajogis because they are all better than me. I am the one who tries to find faults with them, but I am at the lowest ebb and I have to forgive them because I must know that I still have to go very further. I am still much less. I have to improve myself. This humility has to come within us. So you have to say here, let the humility in my heart, in a true sense, not hypocritical, work out this feeling of forgiveness so that I bow to reality, to God, and to Sahaja Yoga. Now you have to put back your hand on the back side of your head and push back your head here. And you have to say here, Oh Mother, whatever wrong we have done to you so far, and whatever wrong goes in our minds, and whatever smallness we have shown to you, whatever way we have troubled you and challenged you, please forgive us. You have to ask for forgiveness. In your intelligence, you should know what I am. I don't have to tell you again and again. Not at Sahasrara, you have to thank me. At Sahasrara, put your hand, move it 7 times, and thank me 7 times. Mother, thank you very much for the realization. And Mother, thank you very much for making us understand how great we are. And thank you very much for bringing all the blessings of the divine. And thank you very much for raising us higher, much higher than from where we were. And also thank you very much for sustaining us and for helping us to improve ourselves and correct ourselves. And thank you very much ultimately that Mother, you have come on this earth, taken your birth and working so hard for us, for all of us. Press it hard and move it hard. खाली बसा, खाली बसा, खाली बसा, खाली बसा, खाली बसा, खाली उतरा, खाली उतरायचं, खाली उतरा, खाली उतरा, खाली उतरा. Get down. Get down. Get down. Now take down your hands. Heads are all very hot. So now let us give ourselves a nice bandhan. In the bandhan of Mother, let us move our left to the right. 1, nicely. Understanding what you are. What are your auras? Now again, second one. Now the third one. Now the fourth one. Now the fifth. Now the sixth one. And now the seventh. Now raise your kundalini. Raise your kundalini. Slowly, very slowly. Raise it first time, you have to do it very slowly. Now push back your heads and give it a knot. 1 knot. Second one, let's do it very slowly. And knowing what you are. You are a saint. Do it properly. Properly. Do it properly, not in a haste. Take it to your head. Push back your head and give it 2 knots there. 1 and 2. Now let's do the other one. Again, the third one we have to give 3 knots. Very slowly do it. Very slowly. Now do it properly. Now push back your head. Now give it the third one. 3 times. Now see your vibrations. See your vibrations? Like this. All the children, see your vibrations like this. Put your hands. Step down it. All right? Good. Beautiful. I'm getting vibrations from you. May God bless. Thank you very much. Now, could you show that photograph round to see for people how they are saints? Where is the photograph? Who has got the photographs? Yes. Show it round. Let people see how we are all certified yogis. So now I think you should have your dinner. And after dinner, we'll have some music program. All right? Good idea? Children would like to sing something? All right? All right, you can sing. All of you should stand up. All right. Now, let's see. What are you going to sing? Huh? All right, all right. Let those who want to help them can come along. You can sit here. All right. Now sit facing that side. Facing that side. Let the people see you. All right, come along, let's see. Oh, beautiful. Now, that's all. They know that she's got the whole world in her hand. So you just give them the lead and they'll sing, because you see, in the night they feel sleepy then. Ah.
got the whole world in her hand. She's got all of Austria in her hand. She's got all of Austria in her hand. She's got all of Austria in her hand. She's got the whole world in her hand. She's got the whole of Switzerland in her hand. She's got the whole of Switzerland in her hand. She's got the whole of Switzerland in her hand. She's got the whole world in her hand. She's got all of Italy in her hand. She's got all of Italy in her hand. She's got all of Italy in her hand. She's got the whole world in her hand. She's got the whole of Europe in her hand. She's got the whole whole of Europe in her hands. She's got the whole of Europe in her hands. She's got the whole world in her hands. She's got the whole of Australia in her hands. She's got the whole of Australia in her hands. She's got the whole of Australia in her hands. She's got the whole world in her hands. She's got all of India in her hands. She's got all of India in her hands. She's got all of India in her hands. She's got the whole world in her hands. She's got the whole of America in her hands. She's got the whole of America in her hands. She's got the whole America in her hands. She's got the whole world in her hands. She's got South Africa in her hands. She's got South Africa in her hands. She's got South Africa in her hands. She's got the whole world in her hands. She's got all of Africa in her hands. She's got all of Africa in her hands. She's got all of Africa in her hands. She's got the whole world in her hands. She's got all of Russia in her hands. She's got all of Russia in her hands. She's got all of Russia in her hands. She's got the whole world in her hands. She's got all of China in her hands. She's got all of China in her hands. She's got all of China in her hands. She's got the whole world in her hands. She's got all the universe in her hands. She's got all the universe in her hands. She's got all the universe in her hands. She's got the whole world in her hands. She's got in her hands. She's got all the music in her hands. She's got all the music in her hands. She's got the whole world in her hands. She's got all the solutions in her hands. She's got all the solutions in her hands. She's got all the solutions in her hands. She's got the whole world in her hands. In her hands, she's got all the stars. In her hands, she's got the whole world in her hands. She's got all the children. In her hands, she's got all the children. In her hands, she's got all the children. In her hands, she's got the whole world in her hands. She's got all the deities in her hands. She's got all the deities in her hands. She's got all the deities in her hands. She's got the whole world in her hands. She's got in her hands. She's got all the blessings in her hands. She's got the whole world in her hands. In her hands, she's got all creation. In her hands, she's got the whole world in her hands. She's got David Sparrow. In her hands, she's got David Sparrow. In her hands, she's got David Sparrow. In her hands, she's got the whole world in her hands.
All right? Or one more. Which one you know? Mataji Jai.
Does anyone know the course of Mataji Jai? Do you know?
Mataji Jai, Mataji Mataji Jai, Mataji Mataji Jai, Mataji Mataji Jai, Mataji Jai, Mataji Mataji Jai, Mataji Mataji Jai, Mataji Mataji Jai, Mataji Jai, Mataji Mataji Jai, Mataji Mataji Jai, Mataji Mataji Jai. Mataji Jai, Mataji Mataji Jai, Mataji Mataji Jai, Mataji Mataji Jai, Mataji Jai, Mataji Mataji Jai, Mataji Mataji Jai, Mataji Mataji Jai, Mataji Jai, Mataji Mataji Jai, Mataji Mataji Jai, Mataji Mataji Jai. Mataji Jai, Mataji Mataji Jai, Mataji Mataji Jai, Mataji Mataji Jai, Mataji Jai, Mataji Mataji Jai, Mataji Mataji Jai, Mataji Mataji Jai, Mataji Jai, Mataji Mataji Jai, Mataji Mataji Jai, Mataji Mataji Jai. Mataji Jai, Mataji Mataji Jai, Mataji Mataji Jai, Mataji Mataji Jai. Mataji Jai, Mataji Mataji Jai, Mataji Mataji Jai, Mataji Mataji Jai. Mataji Jai, Mataji Mataji Jai, Mataji Mataji Jai, Mataji Mataji Jai. Mataji Jai, Mataji Mataji Jai, Mataji Mataji Jai, Mataji Mataji Jai. Mataji Jai, Mataji Mataji Jai, Mataji Mataji Jai, Mataji Mataji Jai. Mataji Jai, Mataji Mataji Jai, Mataji Mataji Jai, Mataji Mataji Jai. Mataji Jai, Mataji Mataji Jai, Mataji Mataji Jai, Mataji Mataji Jai. Mataji Jai, Mataji Mataji Jai, Mataji Jai, Mataji Mataji Jai. Mataji Jai, Mataji Mataji Jai. Mataji Jai, Mataji Mataji Jai, Mataji Mataji Jai, Mataji Jai, Mataji Mataji Jai, Mataji Mataji Jai. Mataji Jai.
What a fast number, eh? May God bless you all. So now I think, what about the dinner part? Huh? Just see if it is ready. I think then they can have dinner and children have to sleep also. I want to sing one more song. Which one? Huh? Ask them. Tell them. They are deciding. They are deciding now. Let's see. Which one?
Do Sri Ganesha. You want to say? What's it again? Sri Ganesha. Shri Ganesha. Jai Shri Ganesha. Shri Ganesha. Jai Shri Ganesha. Om Durga Swaha. Mahaganapati Deva Namaha. Om Durga Swaha. Mahaganapati Deva Namaha. You are the son of Lord Shiva. What you know, time you know. Take the crown of the Jesus. Shri Ganesha. Jai Shri Ganesha. Shri Ganesha. Jai Shri Ganesha. Om Durga Swaha. Mahaganapati Deva Namaha. Om Durga Swaha. Mahaganapati Deva Namaha. Your virtues you have and your holy hands, your blessing robe and gold. The form of his food to your devotees as they worship their innocent Lord. Shri Ganesha, Jai Shri Ganesha, Shri Ganesha, Jai Shri Ganesha. Om Durga Swaha. Mahaganapati Deva
Now, children will have some time, even now. Those who can eat chicken curry can stay on, otherwise, those who cannot eat chicken curry have to go and have dinner. You can? Chicken curry? You all can eat chicken curry? Sure? No problem? Alright? You can eat chicken curry? No? Olympia can't eat chicken curry, rather difficult. Alright. Those who can't eat chicken curry have to go now. You can eat? Sure. Alright, sure. Little hot. You can eat? They are going to have their dinner
Bernard,
because they
Marilyn?
can't eat chicken curry.
did you bring the songbook down?
Those who are hungry can also go.
Bernard. Where's Sharon? Well, we'll do it. Do what everyone can do. Sing.
Yeah? You can eat, isn't it? It's hot for you? Nanaka? Nanaka, you can eat chicken curry?
I really like the songs you just sing.
You can have more rice, little curry, then it's all right.
You're not a
If you have more rice and little curry, they won't hurt you. Right?
Yeah. We sing Lord of the Dance. Morning when the sun.
Morning when the world was begun, I danced with the moon and the stars and the sun. I came down from heaven and I danced on the earth. I left the hair, my hat, my birth. Dance, dance, wherever you may be. I am the Lord of the dance, let me. I hear you roll, wherever you may be, and I hear you
have to clap very well, you know. How to clap 3 times. She was doing very well. Now you were doing the clapping very well, isn't it? All of you should learn 3 times. Like that.
English songs 28. It's English songs, page 28. You know. Just a moment more.
Yeah, me? Maybe? You can do dance. What dance?
Mother, please let us stay at your feet just a moment more. Knowing this peace, this silence is bliss. Just a moment more. We can bear to tear ourselves away from a love so pure. So Mother, please let us stay at your feet just a moment more. All our emotions are turned to joy and sweet humility. The mists of thinking have cleared from our brains into peace and purity. You've bestowed on us these cool vibrations. You've given us this endless peace. You have granted us our heart's desire to be with you where all striving cease. So Mother, please let us stay at your feet just a moment more. Knowing this peace, this silence and bliss, just a moment more. We can bear to tear ourselves away from a love so pure. So Mother, please let us stay at your feet just a moment more. Though we've attachments in so many ways, still you set us free. Though we're foolish, wayward and proud, still your smile we see. You've bestowed on us these cool vibrations. You've given us this endless peace. You have granted us our heart's desire to be with you where all striving cease. Mother, please let us stay at your feet just a moment more. Knowing this peace, this silence and bliss, just a moment more. We can bear to tear ourselves away from a love so pure. So Mother, please let us stay at your feet just a moment more. We can't bear to tear ourselves away from a love so pure. So Mother, please let us stay at your feet forevermore.
Yashmaka, I should have the paper to read, you see. What is it that? Beautiful poem. Mr. Manay.
Who's written the song? Chris Martin.
I'm singing. Shall I use this mic?
He's got interrupted.
I forgot the words for it. Mo- Is that on? Mother, I've written this song that I'd love to sing for you. It's called Eternity. Silently, she has been waiting for the right time to come. Her ancient light is now dawning, an energy is born within. Feelings that flow just like a river. The wind blows through my hands. That's gently reassuring. the search of the truth. There she stands before you in her splendid majesty. Feelings that flow just like a river. The wind blows through my hands. That's gently reassuring me that there's a love for all eternity that will always live throughout time. That will always live throughout time.
Ray, don't you sing? Come and join her. Who? What is he? Nick. Uncle.
One.
As I walked out one winter's day, a crowd of fair folk came my way, with eyes that smiled and seemed to say, "We've only just begun." I asked them what their joy could be, if it might apply to me. They told me of Sri Mataji, the mother of the sun. They said they had been to worship their queen in India, and now they'd returned.
That's appropriate. One, two, one. One, two. One. Jamel Maturi. He's going to sing a song. One.
Two.
One.
Love and harmony combine, and around our souls entwine. While thy branches mix with mine, and our roots together join. Joys upon our branches sing, chirping loud and singing sweet, like gentle breeze beneath our feet. Innocence and virtue mean that the golden fruit does bear. I am clad in flowers fair, thy sweet boughs perfume the air, and the turtle buildeth there. There she sits and feeds her young. Sweet, I hear a mournful song, and thy lovely leaves among. There is love, I hear his tongue. There a charming nest doth learn, there he sleeps the night away, there he sports along the day, and doth among our branches play. The golden fruit does bear. I am clad in flowers fair, thy sweet boughs perfume the air, and the turtle buildeth there.
This one, you know? Okay. Right, we sing this one by.
Just come to the front, please.
Oh, yeah.
Chris, do you want
Yes.
Do the Jaya Jagadambe. Is Jenny there? Is Jenny?
Jaya Jagadambe, Jaya Jagadambe, Jaya Ganesha Jiki Mambe, Jaya Jagadambe, Jaya Jagadambe, Jaya Ganesha Jiki Mambe, Jaya Mahakundalini tu Ambe, Jaya Mahakundalini tu Ambe, Jaya Mahakundalini tu Ambe, Jaya Mahakundalini tu
Vishnu ki Lakshmi tu Ambe, Jai Vishnu ki Lakshmi Mahambe, Jai Vishnu ki Lakshmi tu Ambe, Jai Vishnu ki Lakshmi Mahambe, Jai Ganesha ji ki Mahambe, Jai Ganesha ji ki Mahambe, Jai Jagadambe, Jai Jagadambe, Jai Ganesha ji ki Mahambe, Jai Ganesha ji ki Mahambe, Jai Brahmati Saraswati tu Ambe, Jaya Brahma ki Saraswati tu Ambe, Jaya Ganesha ji ki Mahambe, Jaya Ganesha ji ki Mahambe, Jai Jagadambe, Jai Jagadambe, Jaya Ganesha ji ki Mahambe, Jaya Ganesha ji ki Mahambe, Jaya Shivaji Parvati tu Ambe, 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 Jaya Ganesha ji ki Mahambe, Jaya Ganesha ji ki Mahambe, Jaya Jagadambe, Jaya Jagadambe, Jaya Ganesha ji ki Mahambe, Jaya Ganesha ji ki Mahambe, Jaya Vishnu Mary tu Ambe, Jaya Kamaki Vita tu Ambe, Jaya Rama Sita tu Ambe, Jaya Rama ki Sita tu Ambe, Jaya Rama ki Sita tu Ambe, Jaya Ganesha ji ki Mahambe, Jaya Ganesha ji ki Mahambe, Jagadambe, Jai Jagadambe, Jaya Ganesha ji ki Mahambe, Jaya Ganesha ji ki Mahambe, Jaya Krishna ki Radha tu Ambe, 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 Jaya Ganesha ji ki Mahambe, Jaya Ganesha ji ki Mahambe, Jaya Jagadambe, Jaya Jagadambe, Jaya Ganesha ji ki Mahambe, Jaya Ganesha ji ki Mahambe, Jaya Yesu ki Mary tu Ambe, Jaya Yesu ki Mary Mahambe, Jaya Yesu ki Mary tu Ambe, Jaya Ganesha ji ki Mahambe, Jaya Ganesha ji ki Mahambe, Jaya Jagadambe, Jaya Jagadambe, Jaya Ganesha ji ki Mahambe, Jaya Ganesha ji ki Mahambe, Jaya Saraswami Mahambe, Jaya Saraswami Mahambe, Jaya Saraswami tu Ambe, Jaya Saraswami tu Ambe, Jaya Ganesha ji ki Mahambe, Jaya Ganesha ji ki Mahambe, Jaya Jagadambe, Jaya Jagadambe, Jaya Ganesha ji ki Mahambe, Jaya Jagadambe, Jaya Jagadambe, Jaya Ganesha ji ki Mahambe, Jaya Moksha Pradayini tu Ambe, 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 Jaya Ganesha ji ki Mahambe, Jaya Ganesha ji ki Mahambe, Jaya Jagadambe, Jaya Jagadambe, Jaya Ganesha ji ki Mahambe, Jaya Jagadambe, Jaya Jagadambe, Jaya Ganesha ji ki Mahambe, Jaya Nirmala Mata tu Ambe, Jaya Nirmala Mata tu Ambe, Jaya Nirmala Mata
Shanti tu Jagadambe. Jaya Ganesha ji ki Mahambe. Jaya Ganesha ji ki Mahambe. Jai Jagadambe, Jai Jagadambe. Jaya Ganesha ji ki Mahambe. Jai Jagadambe, Jai Jagadambe. Jaya Ganesha ji ki Mahambe. Jaya Madhimaya tu Jagadambe. Adimaya tu Jagadambe. Jaya Adimaya tu Jagadambe. Jaya Adimaya tu Jagadambe. Jaya Ganesha ji ki Mahambe. Jaya Ganesha ji ki Mahambe. Jai Jagadambe, Jai Jagadambe. Jaya Ganesha ji ki Mahambe. Jai Jagadambe, Jai Jagadambe. Jaya Ganesha ji ki Mahambe.
Mahamaya tu Jagadambe.
Jai Mahamaya tu Jagadambe.
Jai Mahamaya tu Jagadambe. Jaya Ganesha Jai Ki Mahambe.
Jaya Ganesha ji ki Mahambe. Jai Jagadambe, Jai Jagadambe. Jaya Ganesha ji ki Mahambe. Jai Jagadambe, Jai Jagadambe. Jaya Ganesha ji ki Mahambe.
Jai Rama ki Sita tu ambe. Jai Rama ki Sita tu ambe.
Jaya Ganesha ji ki Mahambe. Jai Jagadambe, Jai Jagadambe. Jaya Ganesha ji ki Mahambe. Jai Jagadambe, Jai Jagadambe. Jaya Ganesha ji ki Mahambe. Jaya Nirmala Mata Jagadambe. Nirmala Mata Jagadambe. Nirmala Mata Jagadambe. Jaya Ganesha ji ki Mahambe. Jai Jagadambe, Jai Jagadambe. Jaya Ganesha ji ki Mahambe. Jai Jagadambe, Jai Jagadambe. Jaya Ganesha ji ki Mahambe. Ganesha ji ki Mahambe. Mata Sri Nimra Devi ki Jai! Jai! Jai!
Finn, what about what about your song? You know, no, the other one. You know, with the dating. You grow up with the dating. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do another hint. Pogo Pogo.
Do you want to come here and sit near the mic? Come on.
Should they say yoga one? Or...
Powada.
Good idea.
Powada, Marathi songs, page 15. Powada. Powada. What's some more words actually?
Who knows Azamagata Zogoa? Everyone. What keys is it?
Oh, Ray knows those on.
I don't know. Just a minute. What key? Give us a key. I want you to play guitar with it as well. Is it A minor? Well, let me play the guitar.
That's left-handed.
Zogoa. Which key do you want?
Just sing it. Just sing it.
Here, Elizabeth knows it.
Yeah, she can. No, it's the younger one, I think.
You've got to leave this song.
Zogo.
Here, Elizabeth.
Which key are you playing?
Go on then, just sing it.
Azamagata Zogoa, Azamagata Zogoa, Azamagata Zogoa, Azamagata Zogoa, Sahaja Gokcha Dabariga, Mata Nirmala Sasari, Sahaja Yogja Darbariga, Mata Nirmala Sasari, Sahaja Marge Zahina, Sahaja Marge Zahina, Sahaja Marga Geina, Chaitanya Murta Geina, Sahaja Marga Zahina, Chaitanya Murta Geina, Ailarute Samana Gesa Jadana Lavina, Ailarute Samana Gesa Jadana Lavina, Azamakta Zogoa, Azamakta Zogoa, Azamakta Zogoa, Sahaja Chata Bariga Mata Nirmala Sasa. Sahaja Yochai Dabariga Mata Nirmala Sasare Sahaja Marge Zahina Sahaja Marge Zahina Vayetaruti Sodina Vayetaruti Sodina Aicha Shabda Jagainaga Sajadaina Lavina Aicha Shabda Jagainaga Sayachadanya Lavina Azamakta Zogoa Azamakta Zogoa Sahaja Yokshata Bariga Mata Nirmala Sasrare Mata Nirmala Sasrare Sahaja Marge Zahina Sakala Vipata Harina Sahaja Marge Zahina Sakala Vipata Harina Atare Pavana Hoena Kasaja Yoga Lapina Ajadana Lapina Ajamakta Zogoa Ajamakta Zogoa Ajamakta Zogoa Sahaja Yokshata Bariga Mata Nirmala Sasare Sahaja Marge Zahina Sahaja Marge Zahina Krupa Ashirake Ina Sahaja Marge Zahina Krupa Ashirake Ina Nirvichara ho ina ina ka sajadana lavina Adamakato Sagoa,
Adamakato Jogawa,
Adamakato Sagoa,
Adamakato Jogawa,
Sahaji Yoga Chata Bariga Mata Nirmala Sasare, Sahaji Yoga Chata Bariga Mata Nirmala Sasare, Sahaja Margo Zaina,
Sahaja Margo Zaina,
Chaitanya Taharagena, Sahaja Marge Zaina, Chaitanya Taharagena, Parasparashitena Kasajadana Lavina, Kasajadana Lavina, Adamakato Zogawa,
Adamakato Jogawa,
Adamakato Zogawa,
Adamakato Jogawa,
Sajayo Chata Bariga Mata Nirmala Sasari, Sajayo Chata Bariga Mata Nirmala Sasari, Sajamarga Zaina,
Sachamarge Zaina,
Sajamarga Zaina,
Sachamarge Zaina,
Paranalake Eina,
Paramalagina,
Sajamarga Zaina,
Sachamarge Zaina,
Paranalake Eina,
Paramalagina,
Sachatkari Hoena Sajadanya Lavina, Sachatkari Hoena Sajadanya Lavina, Adamakato Zogawa,
Adamakato Jogawa,
Sajagata Zogawa, Sahaja Yoga Dabarika Mata Nirmala Sasari, Sahaja Marga Dabarika Mata Nirmala Sasari, Sahaja Marge Zahina,
Sachamarge Zaina,
Atma Tatwa Tesina, Sahaja Marge Zahina,
Sachamarge Zaina,
Atma Tatwa Sidanina,
Adamakato Zaina,
Mokshabadachi Margena Gasajana Labina, Mokshabadachi Margena Gasajana Labina,
Adamakato Jogawa, Adamakato Jogawa,
Ajamakata Sogawa, Ajamakata Sogawa, Sahaja Yochata Bariga Mata Nirmala Satari, Sahaja Yochata Bariga Mata Nirmala Satari, Ajamakata Sogawa,
Adamakato Jogawa, Adamakato Jogawa, Adamakato Jogawa,
Yochata Bariga Mata Nirmala Satari, Sahaja Yochata Bariga Mata Nirmala Satari. I didn't know that one, Shimasaji. It's just from memory.
Yes, ready. Supper is ready. Akshay, how are you? All right? All right. Now go and have your dinner. Little one,
One left.
you had something to eat? Did you eat something? What's that? Something in the hand. Be careful. Going to be musician. Smiling now. All the children have to go for their dinner. All the children have to go for their dinner. And the big children can be here.
Number 50. 50.
You didn't say all the Sahajogis in her hands, did you? Forgot. That's very important. What about this one? It's a beautiful song. Page 32.
No.
It's a song written by William Blake. It's a beautiful song.
Which one?
What's it? He sang this one? Who sang? He sang this one? All right, thank you.
It's not.
Lord of the Snow, number 27.
Everything he said it here. Just read it out.
O Holy Virgin, clad in purest white, unlock heaven's golden gates and issue forth. Awake the dawn that sleeps in heaven. Let light rise from the chambers of the east, and bring the honeyed dew that cometh on waking day. O radiant morning, salute the sun, roused like a huntsman to the chase, and with thy buck-skinned feet appear upon our hills. By William Blake.
You see, whatever William Blake has asked for or described has happened. Now it's for you people to fulfill all the great desires he has very nicely put them in this one. Can you read it out, this one, please? You see, it's so beautifully done. I mean, it's absolutely there.
Thank you. The title is Love and Harmony Combine. Love and harmony combine, and around our souls entwine, while thy branches mix with mine, and our roots together join. Joys upon our branches sit.
Together, that is chakras and the kundalini. It's all right.
Joys upon our branches sit, chirping loud and singing sweet. Like gentle streams beneath our feet, innocence and virtue meet. Thou the golden fruit dost bear, I am clad in flowers fair. Thy sweet boughs perfume the air, and the turtle buildeth there. There she sits and feeds her young, sweet I hear her mournful song, and thy lovely leaves among, there is love, I hear his tongue. There his charming nest doth lay, there he sleeps the night away. There he sports along the day, and doth amongst our branches play.
So you can see what a seer he was and what is the vision he had of you people and how he's asked for. The English especially, you see, he said, on our hills. And how much you have to give to this world. So beautifully described, I must say. What a seer. Into all details. So when you sing those songs, you should think of William Blake and think that you are one of them, one of the seers. You have to become. And you have to see the future, the beautiful future of the world through your eyes. So beautifully he has described it, isn't it? And bring the honeyed dew. Not ordinary dew, but honeyed. How sweetly he is saying that. Just requesting. It has happened now. So let's see what we are going to do about it. It has happened. You got it. So what now? The deer? Whatever time you say, that's the time they're singing.
It might be ready now, Shamaji, but I don't know if you want us to wait
How
until
long is
Sadhnan
it for?
Kalpana arrive.
No, how long is the dinner now?
I'll go and find out, but it should be ready.
See, I think
Across the Red Sea. Across the Red Sea. Which one? No, it's not. Oh, that's it. Which one is it?
This is a Hindi song, Shrimataji. I think most people know it. They've heard it before.
What is it? What is it?
Apako Hamari Kasam. The words are slightly different. बेकबार होके आप यूं न जाइए, आपको हमारी कसम लग आइए। बेकबार होके आप यूं न जाइए, आपको हमारी कसम लग आइए। यो सत्य है वो के ये चिराना जीव, आज वही सत्य जान साजीव। कृपा हो श्री माता जी की खुद को पाइए, आपको हमारी कसम लग आइए। बेकबार होके आप यूं न जाइए, आपको हमारी कसम लग आइए। बेकबार होके आप यूं न जाइए, आपको हमारी कसम लग आइए। छिपी नशीली शक्तियाँ जहान में, साक्षी के को जान लीजिए। खाई रहे इसी में नपकी हुजूर, आत्मा साक्षात का लीजिए। कृपा हो श्री माता जी की खुद को पाइए, आपको हमारी कसम आसमाइए। बेकबार होके आप यूं न जाइए, आपको हमारी कसम लग आइए। बेकबार होके आप यूं न जाइए, आपको हमारी कसम लग आइए। जिंदगी के रास्ते अजीब हैं, इनमें इस तरह चलाना कीजिए। जिंदगी के रास्ते अजीब हैं, इनमें इस तरह चलाना कीजिए। सहज मेहनत की हुजूर, कुंडलिनी योग जान लीजिए। कृपा हो श्री माता जी की खुद को पाइए, आपको हमारी कसम मानना चाहिए। बेकबार होके आप यूं न जाइए, आपको हमारी कसम लग आइए। बेकबार होके आप यूं न जाइए, आपको हमारी कसम लग आइए। Shri Mataji ki रूप ही अनेक है आदि शक्ति उनको मान लीजिए आरती उतारिए उनकी हुजूर श्रद्धा रूप दिल में लीजिए कृपा हो श्री माता जी की खुद को पाइए आपको हमारी कसम आइए के आप पायो न जाइए आपको हमारी कसम आइए बेखबर हो के आप पायो न जाइए आपको हमारी कसम आइए आपको हमारी कसम आइए आपको हमारी कसम आइए आपको हमारी कसम आइए Yes, mother. Yes, ma'am.
Ganesha, Ganesha. Ganesha, 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 Jai Jai Shri Ganesha. Ganesha, 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 Jai Jai Shri Ganesha. Sumukha Ekadanta, Sumukha Ekadanta, Sumukha Ekadanta, Sumukha Ekadanta. Ganesha, 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 Jai Jai Shri Ganesha. Ganesha, 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 Jai Jai Shri Ganesha. Kapila Gajakanaka, Kapila Gajakanaka, Kapila Gajakanaka, Kapila Gajakanaka. Ganesha, 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 Jai Jai Shri Ganesha. Ganesha, 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 Jai Jai Shri Ganesha. Lambodar Vikata, Lambodar Vikata, Lambodar Vikata, Lambodar Vikata, Lamboda, 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 Vikata, 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 Vikata. Ganesha, 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 Jai Jai Shri Ganesha. Ganesha, 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 Jai Jai Shri Ganesha. Vignanasha Ganadipa, Vignanasha Ganadipa, Vignanasha Ganadipa, Vignanasha Ganadipa. Vignanasha Ganadipa, Ganesha, Ganesha, Ganesha. Dhumraketu Ganadyaksha Dhumraketu Ganadyaksha Dhumraketu Ganadyaksha Dhumraketu 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 Ganadyaksha 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 Ganesha 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 Jai Jai Shri Ganesha 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 Jai Jai Shri Ganesha Balachandra Gajanana Balachandra Gajanana Balachandra Gajanana Ganesha 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 Jai Jai Shri Ganesha 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 Jai Jai Shri Ganesha Having good face, having one task. Having good face, having one task. Eternal and pure, eternal and pure. Eternal and pure, eternal and pure. Ganesha, 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 Ganesha. Jai Jai Shri Ganesha. Ganesha, 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 Ganesha. Jai Jai Shri Ganesha. Guardian of a mother's room. Guardian of a mother's room. Protector of all Sahaja yogis. Protector of all Sahaja yogis. Ganesha, Ganesha, Ganesha. Jai Jai Shri Ganesha. Ganesha, 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 Ganesha. Jai Jai Shri Ganesha. Protection of our mother. Ganesha, Ganesha. Jai Jai Shri Ganesha. Ganesha, 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 Ganesha. Jai Jai Shri Ganesha. Guardian of innocence. Ganesha, 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 Ganesha. Jai Jai Shri Ganesha. Ganesha, 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 Ganesha. Jai Jai Shri Ganesha. Jai Jai Shri Ganesha. Jai Jai Shri Ganesha.
must have seen now in the newspaper, there's a lot of request is coming that one should not sit in the sun for very long. And I have such yogis that they should not take too much liberties with their skins. See, please be careful. You can sit in the sun for a while and then also in the shade. So it was a very nice day today. I'm sure tomorrow it will be a better day. But I'm only afraid that you should not sit in the sun too much. That's a thing not necessary. Even if you are sitting in the shade, the sun is shining on you. May God bless you.